Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great week this week. I'm so glad that you're here. And let us first begin with thanking our sponsor, Chris Wootton. Chris Wootton with the Wootton Financial Group. And if you'd like to talk to Chris and make an appointment, you call.
Oh, you looked at me. I figured you knew this by heart already. You call 936-449-5952. That's Wootton Financial Group. Thank you for sponsoring today's program. You can catch their website that has all their information and their services is woottonfinancial.com. All your future planning, tax planning. Hopefully, if you go to his website, you can figure it out.
Yeah, just get all that money out from the mattress and bring it to Chris. And he can help you grow to where you can get a king-size bed and put the money back in there. Okay, anyway, here we are, and I have got so many different topics I'd like to talk about. But I want to introduce you to our guest today. And it is, we're not talking nepotism. I asked my grandson, 19-year-old grandson, Samuel Lee Coombs. And I have talked about you several times during the show. It's always been nice and positive and all that. But he's going to be on the show with me because he's fresh from the Texas Renaissance Festival. And
Opening weekend.
Opening weekend. He just turned 19 on the 5th of this month.
6th.
6th of this month. His mother is the 5th, and he is the 6th, yes. Yeah. And so...
So do you feel bad about forgetting that kind of stuff?
No, it's only a day apart.
It's a day apart.
I've always got a... Well, that's what I'm saying. I've always got in beef from some certain people where I forget their birthdays.
I get it from some people. It's like I've had them come over on my birthday multiple times, and they're like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" I'm like, "Come on, you've been there."
We've had parties where we have all his friends come out and
we had
and pray.
Well, there's certain, especially how big your family is, because I think there's there's like 1 week in September where it's like 6 people have birthdays within 10 days of each other, and I'm like, I don't remember. Like, I know it's your birthday, but I don't remember like what day. Like, it's like this week.
We try and have
ours is all
birthdays.
very close together.
Yeah, they are.
It's like me. It's Mama's mine. Cindy's yours. The exact next month.
Right. So. It's all close.
Yeah.
And so we try to have one cake and put a bunch of people's names on it, and that'll be fine. But anyway, so because he's so fresh from the Texas Renaissance Festival, I thought we could bring him in and he could talk about his time there and how much fun it was, and the most repulsive costume you could possibly pick out and wear, and it turned out surprisingly to be such a chick magnet that he stayed for 12 hours at the Texas Renaissance Festival.
That's way too long. Did you really say 12 hours?
From 9 to 9.
Yeah, because girls kept coming up.
How did you not fall asleep?
I almost did multiple times.
Yeah, like that.
No, there was a decent period where I was like, man, I could really just take a nap anywhere I really wanted, because it's everywhere there is like free reign.
Yeah.
Basically, like any part that has grass, you could just sit in and just do something.
There's a lot of parts with grass that you could smell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
It's not that bad.
It is.
Oh, is it?
The police were...
Like, when I went, I think the biggest shocking thing to me was they don't work there. Like, everyone in a crazy costume. They do not
not
work.
Everybody works there.
Yeah, but like you would think they would because they look so good.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no, some people just do it as a hardcore passion. And it's like once a year it comes. It's an annual thing,
and you
people
can feel
just get
free.
all their stuff. And
like I had this awkward moment one time. I was eating like ice cream bar or something like that, and there was a small person, and he was dressed up like exactly like a garden gnome.
Yeah,
like dressed up just like a garden gnome. And I just sat on the bench next to him. I was eating my deal.
Oh, a garden gnome.
Yeah, garden gnome.
I was trying to think of
and
what
this is a true story. And then, like, I was just sitting there talking to him, and I was like, "Oh, so do you work here?" Because he looked like a Renaissance Festival person. And he's like, "Oh no." I was like, "Oh, so you're just having fun dressing up?" And he's like, "No, I come to these to take pictures with people, and they tip me."
Right, that's
and
right.
I was like, "You can do that here?"
Yeah.
And like, they don't get mad at you, And they're like, "Yeah, like
no,
all these people."
You can a lot of the people there go in there and buy, like, they rent out a building to put their stuff in, and that's how they do it. They just let off lots, and if you could just advertise anywhere that you want.
No, I'm just talking about, like, I could dress up as a barbarian, go in there and carry a tip jar.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, were they offering you money? Were the girls offering you money?
Nobody offered me money to take pictures with me.
Yeah, they didn't.
No, everybody just, like, politely came up to me and asked, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" And, we haven't even got to what my costume is, so it makes no sense.
Well, okay, so imagine this as being the chick magnet. Let me just show you a part. I'm going to show you a part of the costume. Okay. Leatherface. Yeah. Yes, Leatherface. I mean, garnered all kind of female attractions. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is.
Neither do
Samuel.
I.
Well, it's just fun.
Yeah, it's a fun costume. Plus, nobody else was really dressing up as a horror character. It was real unique. The only other person that I saw in horror attire was Scream. I saw Ghostface.
Oh,
that's it.
See, I think Scream.
But it also depends on the theme of the weekend.
Yeah, I don't think it was a theme. It was just the Queen's birthday.
It was an opening weekend. So
yeah, it was opening
like,
weekend.
It's probably just Renaissance.
Everything was discounted. Everything was discounted because it was the Queen's birthday,
right?
Which was really nice.
But I think it's interesting. I could sit there all day just watching people go by and watching the different ways that they're dressed because they were
so much free.
It was crazy. I mean, how people this alter ego that they have.
Yeah.
And it comes out and
Andrew really likes doing that with his family.
Who?
From Audience of One. Andrew.
Andrew?
Yeah, he enjoys.
What does he dress up as?
I think it depends on the weekend they go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, honestly, as long as you go something Renaissance-esque, like
a Leatherface mask?
Well, no.
Viking or something
like a
like
Viking,
that?
like
I'm going to look it up because they do have themes.
Yeah, I know they have set specific weekends for set specific, genres. That's the reason why I want to go back around October and go back as Leatherface.
Bring the tip jar.
I'll bring the tip jar.
So the Queen's birthday, it was this last weekend, and it was just no specifics.
Okay, and there's a lot of people out there that don't even know where this place is or what anything about it.
This weekend is what Cindy would dress up. It's fairies.
Oh yeah, fairies.
So that's Cindy's favorite costume. Fairies and elves. And then October 21st to the 22nd is probably my favorite weekend. It's Pirate Weekend. So that's a lot of fun. You can drink everywhere and just yell in weird slang. And
I love the pirate area too.
And then All Hallows Eve is the next weekend, actually, like the Halloween weekend.
Yeah, that's when you're going to go.
Yeah, that's when I need to go.
Yeah.
And then November 4th through the 5th is Heroes and Villains, which I think they're doing more of like a Marvel, like that kind of stuff.
Because there was a Spider-Man there. I at least saw 1 to 2.
And they have Barbarian.
Do they have a Star Wars one?
No, I think that's the Heroes and Villains. They're kind of like just kind of encompassing everything. And then they have Highland Fling. So I guess that's like the bagpipes, Scotland, and all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, they have the Celtic Christmas.
And the Celtic things, yes.
So Cindy goes during the fairy time. She has her little wings and her little pixie dust, and she puts on
That's really funny because Cindy was going to go as a fairy. And she
I'm talking about you.
I know, but little Cindy was going to... She got these green wings and all this, and she looked so cute. And
like an alternative Tinkerbell.
Yeah, it was like a dark Tinkerbell, but people kept asking her, "Hey, is that your man?" 'Cause
Yeah,
she was,
no,
they were
people
walking
didn't.
around
That
together.
happened once. Whenever somebody came up to take a picture with me, the girl had asked like, "Oh, I'm sorry, is this your man?" And it's like, "No, that's my sister."
You should have gotten.
Yeah.
You should at least gotten
Yeah.
phone numbers. You know. Of course,
That's
they didn't
what I
know
was
what
there
you looked
for,
like,
though.
but they didn't. You never took the mask off, did
No, I
you?
took the mask off a couple times. Grandma, you realize how hot it is out
Oh
there?
no, I'm just talking about so these
once
girls
it hits 1 to
know
2,
who you- what you
you're
look like.
baking in an oven. It's as hot as can be, and in a a leather kind of silicone-esque mask, you're sweating all the time. So,
Well, I was just thinking you take it off so that the girls could see.
no, Grandma, I
Your
looked
true
disgusting
beauty.
every time I took it off. I was sweating. I didn't look the best every time I took
Yeah, I
it
think
off.
wearing a mask is not the smartest choice to go to a party. Ever.
Yeah.
I always just wear
For
like a funny hat.
that amount of time.
Yeah.
Especially having to hold it whenever I didn't want to have it on, and whenever I didn't have it on, I just looked like a dude in a suit. Yeah, that's all I
Yeah.
looked like.
I think
Sure
I
as
went
heck
one
stuff, you
year,
look good.
and it was just a wizard's hat.
Yeah.
It was what?
I just wore a wizard's hat.
Yeah, some people just wear their normal clothes and go.
And it's it's just an opportunity. You can dress however you want
Yeah.
to, and
And that's the reason
especially
why I love it so much, because
the
all it
girls.
is expression.
Oh my word! So, Chad, my son, said only reason I go is for the.
Barmaids?
Well, he said another word, but
it
was,
started with B, but it was a different word.
started with B. But he said just to see that. That's all I want. I just want to see how.
I did go to that one year. I did go to the King's Feast, which is a special ticket item, and I think it goes up to like $200. I think for a ticket, and
Well,
it's
grief.
like a 4 or 2.5 hour meal, full course, and it's like all you can drink, all you can eat, and it's like a show in a tavern. And it's very
In a
entertaining.
tavern, okay.
I don't know if it's $200.
Well-
I'm gonna look it up because that
people that don't
seems
know,
ridiculous.
this place is in Mission.
Don't ask
It's
me.
Mission, Texas.
I don't know. I was
Just look it up.
Mission?
Just look it up. Texas Renaissance Fest. It's like Magnolia. It's between Magnolia
Yeah,
and
I think it's
Conroe.
in
You go
Magnolia.
out. You go out. 1774. You had 105. Lone Star Parkway.
Why are you-
Those? I'm just telling
Yeah,
you.
you're like giving the direction.
Yeah, you're doing good. Okay, so it's 119 for general seating, and VIP is 230.
Grandma.
How much is it?
It's 119 a person. It's a show.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, for the Kings.
Oh no, because
Like today's menu is they have an appetizer. I mean, it looks like fancy food.
nobody's gonna pay that much money to go to the show.
Oh, I kind of lucked in because this girl invited
A girl invited
A girl invited me, and she's like, "I got these tickets. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Ooh, yeah, I've never been. Okay,
you. You went. Oh,
yeah."
but
When
you didn't.
No, I didn't,
you didn't
kiss
like
her or
her or
anything. No.
Good, Richard. I'm glad.
Oh, man, that
Look.
sounds cool. I
Well,
mean,
it was one of
I
those great moments too, because I knew what I was doing right when I agreed,
Yeah.
and then I was sitting there going like, "How do I give off the vibe that this is not a date? How do I do that?" Because girls can be like all up front and be emotional, but guys like, because once you say it, once guys say it, they gotta go. Like they're not allowed. They're bad people. But if girls say it, they can just kind of do whatever they want. They'll still expect to hang out and be there for the show.
yeah.
Say what?
Like, I don't like you. Get away from me.
Oh,
Like, I don't want to.
is that how? Is that the way you? Is that the way you get rid of your date?
Oh yeah.
You say-
I'm like, I don't like you right now, so I'm gonna go over here.
Right
yeah.
now.
I'm
That's
gonna
probably
go,
why I'm not married.
I'm gonna go to the
current
restroom.
moment.
I'll be right back.
But no, but I was sitting there going like, I just can't give any clues, can't give any hints of like accidental affection. And
Accidental affection.
oh no, girls interpret everything.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like you hold a door open for a girl, certain girls like swoon over that. Like, oh my, he is such a great guy, holding the door for me.
Yeah, I know.
He's the
It's
greatest.
so rare. It's so rare
it's so
for a
great.
guy to do that.
I
And your mom
I
taught
think
you.
guys hold doors more for guys than guys hold doors more
I just hold doors for people who are behind me.
Yeah,
I don't
just
care
hold
what
the
their
door
sex
for
is. I'm
whoever's
like,
there.
Yeah.
but then there are certain moments where I'm especially like if you're at a church or at a wedding or basically like getting out of a sports thing.
Yeah.
I have to. What I do is I just I hold it open. I turn around. I look at the guy in his eyes, and I go, here's your door.
It's your door now.
Because I am not sitting here and
Yeah.
holding it for everybody. So I'm like, you got to make the eye contact.
I got caught in one of those at school before.
Oh, it becomes a career if you do that.
Dude, I feel like I'm the Spider-Man in the scene, like trying to stop the train, like holding two doors open.
And that's why people don't look at you.
Yeah, that nobody makes eye contact.
Yeah, but you got to find that one. You got to find the weakling. Like,
yeah, you gotta find
you.
You gotta find the person that's not paying attention to what it's your turn.
Who's the next sucker?
Who's the next nice guy that's gonna get
But
caught
see,
here?
as an older person, and you're walking up to the door, and someone's coming up, they'll kind of run up to open it up for you because you're old, and they're being so nice.
Yeah, you
and so
get the perks.
They open it up, and I tell them, "Boy, thank you so much." And I know your mama taught you right. And he says, "She did. She did teach me right. Boy, she found out I didn't open up the door from somebody."
No, see, I don't discriminate. No matter how old you are, if you're in my eyesight and we lock eyes, oh man, you're getting this door.
Yeah, no, it does not matter.
We're passing.
It does not matter. Or I'm just gonna let go. I'm just gonna let go at some point.
At some point,
it's you
you're
got
right.
like I give it like a minute, and if it's a bunch of people,
But at
I'm
church-
letting go.
At church,
It's like no, I just try to get out there as fast as I can. I
mean,
try to be the first one out so I don't have to hold the door,
That's
or at least the second
Samuel.
one. I follow behind somebody.
no, you are
Just
very
to make
good.
sure.
No, you're very good about
that's-
opening the door.
That's one thing I like about the Renaissance Festival too. There are a lot of characters who are in character, and there's always the insult comic who like walks around and starts screaming mean things to people. And you're just
I love the ones that just act completely drunk. Just like I understand, probably half of them actually are, but.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't know who
You
is
don't
an
know
actor.
who's an actor or not.
Or, like, do you
Some
work
people
here?
are just annoying, and some people are just really cool. It's
So
So I think that's great. I
love
think
it.
that the fact that you did that,
Are they
and
not-
if you didn't have the mask on,
no,
do
I just
you
look
think-
like a dude in a suit?
okay,
That's
you look
all
like
I looked like.
you did with just that suit. You look like what's the brothers? What's the
Mud Brothers.
no the brothers that wore the suit and played the harmonica and Dan Aykroyd.
The Blues Brothers.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers. You look like one of the Blues Brothers. That's what you look like without the mask. That's what he looked like. He did. It looked like that's what you were trying to be.
I don't know what that is, but thank you.
The Blues.
What
He doesn't know what the Blues Brothers are.
young.
That's fine though. He's
He's too
younger.
young. He's too young.
19.
But you remember him, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. All right. See, sometimes we have such a big span between our ages.
How much y'all have been alive?
Yeah, and so it's 112 years total.
Between us three, did you count that, or between y'all two?
No, but between you and I, there's 112
Yeah.
years on the earth. He's 19, and I'll be 75 in 1 month. 3/4.
I'm not gonna remember that, by the way. So happy birthday, early birthday.
You're not gonna remember? Okay.
Cindy's is the.
Oh, she'll let you know. Cindy will let you know if it's her birthday. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
What'd you get me?
Oh no, I let people know. But I do it subtly. I post everywhere.
Yeah.
I post everywhere that I'll post on Instagram a countdown to my birthday. I'll post on Snapchat.
Is that because you want gift cards or something?
No, just because I want that attention. Just,
Okay, fair enough.
I just it's like
I do that with my butt shots. I get you.
I
We're on the same
I
page.
like the text in the morning.
You like my Wrangler
Wait.
jeans?
With your what shots?
My butt shots.
Yeah.
Are you
That's why I
saying
wear Wrangler.
B-U-T?
Yeah,
Yeah,
B-U-T-T.
butt shots.
Oh, and but you have jeans on.
Yeah, Wrangler jeans.
Okay.
So you,
okay.
you show off the nice
The
butt.
pockets.
The nice butt.
Okay. And is that on live?
Yeah, just look it up.
Link.
It's called Dick Butt 49 on Instagram.
Richard, you're so bad. We were having a discussion about answering a phone, and Samuel thinks it's, I I can be talking to anyone or having some deep conversation. If the phone rings, I'm going to answer the phone.
No, that's not me.
No, I said if I was talking to you about something really serious and my phone rang, I would answer the phone. And Richard chimed in and said that's what old people do.
I didn't say old people. I said that's what every generation's different.
I said it was an old person thing.
He said it was an old person thing.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm not afraid of calling you old, Cindy, but don't claim that I called you old in that circumstance because that's unfair.
I didn't call you old, but you are my
I know
grandma.
you're not afraid of calling me old because he always wants to remind me that there was a 76-year-old woman who had twins and that.
Still got a couple of years.
Yeah, I got a couple of years.
Did you know that?
No, I think I know about that.
That's
crazy.
Yeah,
woman.
she had like twins that were really old. Like,
Really old? She's 76.
yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't know how.
But no,
that
that phone thing really bugs me though, because what I really like are the generational habits of talking on a telephone. Because if you think about the first telephone, you would have to call an operator in the local area and be like,
Right.
"Can you patch me to Dr. Carroll?" And then because they talk old, because it's old timey, and
That's how we sound.
and
Dad.
usually when someone calls, there's no answer machine, so when someone calls, it was a big deal, and you're like,
Yeah.
there's no robocallers, there's no,
Right.
So
Once
you
they're
try
gone,
to
they're
try to
gone.
pick up that phone right when it. But what kills me today is the fact that everyone who has a cell phone, which is practically everybody, it's like my dad's a victim of this. He turns his phone on with the ringer on, the loudest it can possibly
Yeah.
be,
Her,
and
like grandpa.
and I always tell him, like, whenever I got my first cell phone, I just turned it on silent.
Yeah.
I've never turned the ringer on. I've never
I
done.
only turn the ringer on whenever I know something is coming up. Like whenever I
Yeah.
know I'm supposed to get like an important text or an email or a notification about something, I will put my ringer on. Otherwise, I will leave it on vibrate because I'll understand.
And now it's
something's
even
on my phone.
It's
you always
even
have
worse today because everyone has like the Apple Watches.
Yeah.
So no one answers the phone because they check their watch to see who's calling. So it's even another barrier between like I'm not doing that. But for some reason, older folks like my dad, it's like I got to answer that phone. Like he could literally be in the bathroom doing his private business. He left the phone in the kitchen, and you can hear him shuffling through his process. And it's like I got to answer that phone because if I don't answer it, I won't be able to call him back. And I'm like, you could call whoever it is back. Like you don't have to rush through the whole house, And
with your pants around your ankles.
yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, like that's how important. When I feel like that older generation hears the phone, like I gotta answer it, and then they have to immediately call that person back. Yeah. It's never like, oh hey, I can wait till after dinner, because that was a big thing in my house was the calling during dinner,
Right.
And then it got so bad, I was like, can we just turn off the phone during dinner?
Yeah,
Because
so I don't know.
Yeah,
that
well,
someone's
it's just
trying to call
annoying
me.
because we don't answer it. So it's like ring, 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 and then silence for
that
20
would
seconds,
drive me
and then it keeps ringing. And like clearly someone's trying to call. Clearly, like, can we just unplug it or answer it? Let's figure it out.
Well, but they don't answer their phone. Y'all are really bad. You're really bad about answering your phone.
I'm bad about answering text. I don't like to text because I think my grammar and my spelling is awful. And even
Why don't
with
you talk it?
Why don't you do text to speech
that's
or
the thing.
speech to text?
Sometimes it won't pick up.
Well, then
on the
that's your
word that I'm
excuse,
trying to
though.
say.
That's the great excuse, because people are like, "Are you doing speech to text?" Like, yep, deal with it.
Right.
Yeah,
And if
but some words I'll say.
if you're
it
offended, too
won't-
bad.
I don't know how to spell it,
Yeah.
and I'll say it, and it'll track a different word.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can still send it anyway and just be like, "Oh, it's just speech to text."
It wasn't my misspelling. It's the AI.
And it's also I'll see your text and I'll forget. I'll just forget.
That happens to me all the time.
I'll look at it. I'm like, I'll respond to that in a second, and I'll go do something, and I'll come back, and I'm like,
Now, why is that for me? Because I'm old, I have dementia, and all the stuff that y'all start telling me is wrong
because
with me.
I see you on your phone 24/7.
Well, it's also like most of the time I'm driving, so I will never text while I'm driving because I know I'm a bad driver if I'm texting.
I know
Not
I'm a
saying
bad
it's.
driver,
I'm not
but-
talking about unsafe. I mean, like if I try to text, I'm a terrible texter while I'm driving. Like I can't do this. So like I'm just not going to do it because it's not efficient on both parts.
That's
But
a
Grandma
good
thinks
boy.
she's like a NASCAR driver whenever it comes to multitasking. She thinks she can
He.
But yeah, Cindy,
driving with him is like driving with your papa. Yes.
But yeah, I don't answer phone calls usually.
When you're driving.
Just whenever.
Well,
like
don't you have the
like
thing
when
on
you
your...
call me,
Yeah.
There's a 90% chance I'm like, no, not right now. I'm busy.
Not right now. I'm busy.
And then I'll call you later.
Same.
And I get that telepathic message, and so I know it's okay.
I only answer the phone when I'm on the toilet.
Oh, that's
because
great.
I want them to know that they're interrupting me. And they're like, "Are you in a bathroom?" Yes, I am. You're the one that called me.
Because there's an echo.
That's why.
And then I I'll run the water. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in the bathroom." Yeah. And I'll put the phone right next to like the running toilet. I'm like, "Yeah, look at that." But no,
Just don't show me the picture. Oh
well,
no!
but you also call me, and like you call me during the dinner time, which is like crazy to me.
Well, I don't know when dinner time is anymore.
Our
6 o'clock
family...
was used to be.
Well,
dinner
she always
time.
calls me after 7:00.
When do we eat dinner?
That's her like prime time. That's like when she's awake and hasn't fallen asleep.
Yeah, you called me at midnight before.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, she's up so late.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Like,
and she gets on to me.
The older
for being
generation
up as
doesn't have
late as she
anything to
is.
do. They have
I know,
nothing to
I'm so
do.
bored. And it's like, oh no, I didn't. I didn't
Isn't
mean
that
to call
the
you.
most wild
goes to
idea?
sleep at
Is
12
these
and wakes up
folks?
at 4.
These
Like-
folks use Wootton Financial to set up their retirement.
Yeah.
And they finally reached this retirement. And the only thing Chris Wootton won't do for you is give you a hobby to work on.
Yeah.
He'll get you financially secure to that point. But he's not going to be the one that gives you like a little side job at Walmart or anything like to occupy your time. So it's like, Chris doesn't do that. He helps you financially get to that point where you can do that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have like a survival book for being 75 or older and like what to do with your time besides call your radio friend at midnight while he's asleep.
Speaking of Chris Wootton, I'm so glad you brought that up because it reminded me to promote. On Thursday, Chris will be in that chair that Samuel's in, and he will be talking to us about budgets and how to make a budget, stick to a budget, and all that stuff. And guess who he may be? He's going to take some advice from the perfect person, how to deal with me, because I'm the worst about budgets. I don't get them. I don't understand them because there's too many variables in my life. So I don't know how you could even
You know
start.
what I've done, and it's gonna be hilarious when I tell Chris this. So you know how I have the second job over at the bowling alley?
Yeah.
So basically what I've converted everything that's in cash is just used for my day-to-day stuff. So if I don't have money, like cash, because I get tips and I do bowling and I gamble and all that kind of stuff. And if it's like, if I run out of cash, can't get any more dip, can't get any more beer, can't get any more but everything goes to the essentials. We're like, okay, don't have any cash, can't go to McDonald's. I can go home and eat or something like that. And so that's what I've been doing for like the past 2 years. Just like I'm saving my actual income, but anything that's on top, a little extra.
Well, I went through a time where when I got paid, I took my money and separated it out in tens and fives and Monday and Tuesday and so that's all you have to spend on that day, and you can't open the other envelopes. Once I did that, and
that's not a bad idea at all.
No, not at all.
You should start doing that again.
Because I'm pretty sure you can even go to your bank and say, "Can I please get a student account?" So that you can set limits on your debit card. Can I get a kid's account? Because I want to be able to set
that definitely
limit.
might be needed because
I'm just not.
I love you.
I'm not. I know I love you.
And then I guarantee you'll tell the teller lady, be like, "Oh yeah, and when I get to that limit, can you have the person call me? Like someone call me and tell me I hit my limit? Like I don't really understand text messages."
And just yell into the phone, "Stop spending," and it'll be fine. Or we're gonna come find you.
You know what I think is a huge epidemic with the older generation is Amazon.com.
Oh my goodness, Papa.
To Sam. He loves that one button push.
Dude,
and
it's
good.
like
next day.
An Amazon package shows up almost every single day.
And I think that's crazy to me.
Find something.
That's crazy to me. Like I still have, when I order stuff, I still get that little bit of excitement that like, oh, I get a package. I haven't gotten a package in so long. I can't wait.
No, that's
But now he gets it every day, and he's probably numb to it. And he's just addicted.
He's not.
He's straight up
no,
addicted.
he has fun every single time he gets a new package.
He loves it. And if it says my name on it or anything, he wants to know, why did you get? I never get anything because Cindy is ordering something.
Oh yeah, Cindy orders a lot.
Yeah, and Samantha.
I always wonder what people are ordering. I always wonder because I get the same thing every time.
I usually open whenever anybody orders. I don't care.
She finally stopped getting stuff.
Package comes into the house, I open it.
So, well, your mom finally stopped ordering stuff from China because she says, Mom, come here and smell this. Smell this. When she opens up the package, she said, this has got a weird smell to it. Do you think this is... I wasn't laced with fentanyl or something, but it did have a weird smell to it. She says, I don't think I'm going to order that anymore. I said, where's it from? From China. No, do not order anything from China. That's what we used to, growing up, it was from Japan. Everything was from Japan.
Yeah.
Well, still
and then
things,
from
a
China.
lot of things still are.
I know, but it was like, it wasn't.
What's the most expensive thing you ever ordered that was mailed to you?
Balance of Nature.
How much does Balance of Nature cost?
$69.95.
What is that?
It's
Balance
like
of
like
Nature,
these, these little pills that are.
Here we go.
Supplements.
This is your drug stuff again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it in a brown package.
Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like.
They're little.
That'd be hilarious. That's what they called her drugs.
Pills.
It's Balance of Nature. It's like,
No, the commercials are on. Every other commercial is about Balance of Nature. So
No, Grandma, that's because Google tracks you.
I have no idea. That's
No,
And that's
it's
the
not.
reason
So
why
it's just
I come
vitamins?
in there almost 9 times out of 10. There's a Balance of Nature.
So it's just vitamins.
Yeah, it's like vitamins in a pill.
No, actually,
It's like a supplement.
it is.
She's
It's
trying to
all
tell us.
natural vegetables, and they press it. I mean,
Yeah, I
they've
know
got this
exa- I know-
process. They
I
put
know-
it in there,
know what you're talking
and
about.
fruits. And so I take these fruits and vegetables, and that's the only reason I'm alive today.
No.
I need to do the commercial for them to say the 75.
I died 4 times,
Great.
but I'm still here because I
Yeah.
take this
Balance
vitamin.
of Nature.
And before that, I had I could. What's great is all these older people can vent about the problems they had, and now they're all fixed, and would be so much fun to be on a commercial for them. And I do this radio show, and I'm only 75 years old.
It's like every time that she's outside of the radio show, it's something about the radio show.
That's
Like,
good.
She
enjoys it. Those
Yeah,
are the kind of people we want here. If you want to start your own show, reach out, Lone Star Community Radio, irlonestar.com.
But it's like I can't have a conversation with anybody, like my teachers. I go to this new credit recovery school.
Oh, it's going to get worse. You know
And
that because we're getting her business cards made that you can scan it and
Are
book
you
it.
kidding
It's
me?
so she can get. So it helps her track who she's getting as guests.
right.
So they can do it themselves. So she's going to get this wad of business cards, and everyone she meets, everyone I know.
Every single person.
Every single person.
But that's
gonna go to
only-
every single person that goes.
Like
That's
to the
only after I tell them about the Johnny Carson show.
Yeah.
Other than that,
She's going to bring about 10,000 to the Ren Festival and just be like, you look cool,
Yeah,
you look cool.
Yeah.
Could you be on my show? It's an icebreaker. It really is. But Mitzi, the girl that has commented on our show, has said she's
you invite
always
her in?
dreamed about having a show of her own. So
Yeah,
I may
you
have
got
to
to email us.
Yeah.
lscrstudios@gmail.com. I don't read comments.
Yeah,
Clearly,
I mean,
clearly I don't, because I have not seen that
no, she hasn't.
unless I saw it and I did whatever.
Are you finished?
No,
Anyway, if you will email, Richard will take care of it and set something up. But you need to come on the show and just see how you like it and see if it's really.
see that's how I kind of
Something
want
that
to
you
go
like.
back to is the snail mail communication.
Is the what?
The snail mail,
What's snail mail?
like actual mail.
Oh,
Like
so,
that would be I would love that. So my life
Yes.
would be so much easier if that's how I had to communicate with everybody.
I'd rather not.
I think it'd be great
I
because that
can't
way.
write for anything.
But see, you'd learn. You would have to teach yourself how to do it. And I think what I love about it is the mail comes once a day at a specific time.
Right.
So okay, say that comes at 3. I know between 3 and 4, I'm going to be responding.
Well, I feel like,
and then I'm done responding. Like I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to get interrupted.
I feel like that's
And-
another generational thing.
That's
Because it's like,
your
for
papa
me,
loves that.
I know so many people to where I couldn't do that. I know a bunch of people.
Like your girlfriend or something? What are you talking
No,
about?
Just a bunch of like high school friends.
Get
Yeah.
close to the mic.
But like,
Is he too far away
He's,
from the mic?
I mean, he's okay.
am I? I don't know.
But you're
I
fine.
like to lean back.
Yeah.
But
Not you see, but it would work eventually. It would have
Eventually.
to eventually just kind of change the way you look at it, and then you have to make it work.
One
So that
thing-
way you know, like if you're going to go visit a friend, you have to like know it's going to take up to 5 days to get him this message.
Right.
So you have to remember that. So you get down. You said, "Hey, what are you doing in 3 weeks?"
see, I feel like my schedule isn't stable enough to do that. I don't have a
You'll get
stable
there.
enough schedule.
You'll get there.
'Cause
You
I'm
will.
I just do
Well, because you have no
whatever.
control. You don't
Yeah.
drive yet. Speaking of driving, guess where we're going after the show?
Congrats.
We're going to go
We're going to
to the
DPS,
DMV.
or DMV.
Oh,
And
good luck with that.
California.
Did y'all set up an appointment?
It's yeah, we've got one. It's just to get my permit right now.
Yeah.
But
And then, you know.
I have something to tell you. We can't go eat after this because you've got to fill out the application. The application wasn't filled out.
You tell me this.
That
now?
application? Yeah, I found out as I was putting it all together. I thought that was all done, but we have to fill out the application, and otherwise we have everything. He has to have a birth certificate. He has to have
Yeah.
an ID. He has to have.
How do you have to have an ID if you don't have one yet?
That's
It's a school ID.
school ID.
I have a school ID.
Yeah, but what happens if you're 20 and you don't have it?
Exactly.
What do they suggest doing?
well, they'd say
You could
how
go
could you
get- you
be
can-
20 and not have an ID? How do you have?
I'm pretty sure that's like
Come on,
I'm pretty
like
sure my
a
niece is in
year-
that scenario.
I'm a year away from being 20 and not having an ID.
I know.
So,
That's what I'm
I mean,
so glad we're
luckily
getting
it's
this.
happening now.
Yeah, we want to get it to happen now so he can.
There's like a forgotten group of people. like,
Forgotten people.
well, because I told you that story about my niece not getting her driver's license.
That's what I was telling him. I said, you had the feeling like a lot of people your age don't really care about.
Well, no, they
something
change
there.
it. So it's like once she hit 18, she's no longer, because she did all the paperwork and everything for under 18.
Yeah.
And then she just procrastinated on it. And then when she turned 18,
That's
like
what's going to happen to Cindy.
3 months later, she went in to go get it and like, oh, this is the wrong paperwork because you're over 18. Now you're an adult. You got to fill out all this other stuff to get it. Now you have to wait extra long and da-da-da-da.
That's
and like,
why it's better that we're doing it now.
that driver's
Yeah.
ed didn't
way
count.
earlier.
Yeah. They're having a really serious discussion out there.
Are they?
No, I don't worry about it, Cindy. But
Well, I'm curious.
Yeah, no, you're nosy.
what do you think is going to happen with your generation when it comes to actual responsibilities?
It's like, okay, so I see a lot. There's a couple of gems that are hidden within my generation. I understand we get a lot of like,
Well, your
You know.
generation, I know, works.
yeah,
Like a lot of people that I know who are young are getting jobs at like the entry level jobs.
yeah, and like
A lot of people
a bunch
work at-
people are doing their own thing, like especially with clothes. Clothes is going to be a huge thing within the next, because so many people, like I see it all over on TikTok. So many people are just making clothes right now
And
Just
selling
because-
their
yeah,
own-
it's selling them on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like because of the TikTok shop thing that they've got going on.
Yeah.
You could just it's like they're trying to make TikTok like
You
a
got one of
huge-
those Japanese anime
jam.
pillows?
No, I'm talking
Have
about
you seen those? Have you seen those?
No.
Please
wait,
tell me you've seen them.
No.
I don't know what they're called, but they're like snuggle pillows. So they're large pillows and they look like Japanese anime girls, and it's
Oh.
like a snuggle.
No, I didn't see that one. I thought you were talking about they are trying to sell one of those. It's like a swan type. It's
Yeah.
it's just
But no, it's one thing I've noticed
It looks
about
very
your
comfortable.
generation is people are getting jobs.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I don't know if that's because we're getting past the generation where that generation believed, oh, I want to provide everything for my kids because I
Yeah.
never had it. And that was pretty much my generation where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have to get a job because I'm trying to make you, like, give you money because I didn't.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm talking about that generation kind of did that.
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
But now it's the next generation, and now it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that person never had, like, my dad never got money because he never tried to make money because
Yeah.
he was given money. So now I don't have money, so I can go work at Chipotle.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, a lot of
That's-
it's like we're at this point like we weren't set up the best. Like our generation was not set up the best. Like we didn't have the best push forward, and especially with how the school system is right now.
Because they change it every year?
Yeah, like the schedule changes every single year at Willis High School. It changes every single year. It's went from double block to block to...
It was the most confusing thing. I go like...
full, and now it's full schedule. It's all 7 classes.
I had one niece that basically her mother, who works in the school system at Spring ISD, basically she's like, you're not doing anything the school's telling you to do. We're going to register you at Lone Star College, and this is what you're going to be doing on your free time. Like, we're not following, like, you still have to go to school, but we're not depending on what they're trying to do for you. Because she was like, this is too much of a mess right now. And
well, I just feel sorry for your...
So I think she's going into college
generation.
A sophomore, like a second...
like a... What?
Yeah, she's going into school, like she's 16, 17, she's graduated, and she's going into college as a sophomore, like a second-term sophomore, with all the hours she took and all that stuff.
Huh. Is she
brilliant? A lot of people.
No, it's just that's just what she did for. She just took classes.
Yeah, a lot of people can skip. Oh, I've had friends that have skipped a bunch of stuff, and gotten to classes very early. Like I've had some very.
That have gone on to senior.
I've had freshmen in my senior classes.
Oh, you have
that are getting their work done. It's a lot of it's through parent influence. A lot of it isn't just like, this kid's doing it on his own to do it on his own. Whenever it comes to school, especially because of how the school system works right now, a lot of it is just straight influence from parents. Like, oh, you got to do this to be successful, and it's like, especially now, a lot of it you don't. A lot of jobs are canceling needing a diploma, which not saying you shouldn't get a diploma. But a lot of them are not needing that requirement now.
Yeah, it's funny. I was looking at job application, and it said if you have a master's degree, this includes that includes up to 2 years experience. So if I had 10 years experience in the field, but I didn't have a master's, but I have 10 years, so they equivalent 2 of those years as a master degree.
Real? Ooh.
Yeah, so like they don't have that what do you call it, ceiling, where it's like if you don't have a master's you can't even get this job.
Yeah.
They're just saying like we look at it as if you have a lot of years on it. Because like for example, say they go we need 4 to 6 years.
Right.
And a master's. But if I have 6 to 8 years, they count that 2 years as a master's.
Yeah. And I think that's smarter.
Well,
that
I just feel
it doesn't mean that you're locked behind a paywall to just do a job.
Well, it depends. Like you still have to pass the bar to be a lawyer.
Well,
and a doctor, like a medical doctor, has to go to school. Like you can't just go to Phoenix University or whatever it is and do it all online.
Phoenix,
whatever that is.
Right.
But yeah, other jobs. Certainly, yeah, especially governmental jobs. But
yeah, like I don't think you need a high school diploma to be a police officer. I don't think
you need your GED, I think.
Oh, you need a GED?
Yeah. I think
it's like GED to be a police officer? Like,
well, they've got to have
good enough diploma? Like,
good enough diploma.
Well, I also think they have different levels too. Like if you have a college degree, they consider that like you might not be a private. You might be.
Because I even know like wardens, you don't have to have a high school diploma to be a warden at a jail or prison. You don't have to have a high school diploma to be a warden, which.
You also don't have to have a high school diploma to be a baseball player.
Well,
yeah, because you're hitting a ball. Well, that's
you don't have to have a high school diploma to be a substitute in a high school.
Yeah. Do
you know that? They pay you $100 a day.
Oh yeah, you don't have to.
They pay you $100 a day.
Yeah,
that's the going rate
to go
for
babysitting.
A sub.
You're a sub.
That's
babysitting.
Not really that good.
Well, if you,
but
there's
it's also
a lot
like subs don't do anything. So I mean,
I know, but that's 8 hours.
Yeah, but a lot of
$100
teachers though. A lot of.
If I can sit through the
do you get school
Renaissance
lunch?
Festival for
get free
12
lunch.
hours, I can sit there. Yeah, you get free lunch. It's like
that's like $500 a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
$500 a week, and you get $100 a day. That's 1 times 5 is.
Also, the Renaissance Fair, so like if you work there,
you get $100 a day.
You get.
But that's also 3 months.
but it's 3 months of like decent money. I think they pay you a decent amount.
That's what you should do, is just travel with the circus, bro.
I fit in. I mean, you know.
Just wear that mask everywhere you go.
Just act like him
terrible.
all the time.
But once he gets his, okay, you're going to get your license. But it's not, you can't drive without somebody's
it's
21.
a permit.
It's just a permit.
Yeah, it's just a permit. I need a 21
price.
plus and driver's license in the seat next to me.
Yeah. And I'm over 21 and I have a driver's license. But if they saw how I drove, I guess they wouldn't want you driving with me.
Yeah. I don't want to drive your car anyways.
Well, I wonder how that works if you're like 25.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to get a permit?
Well, no.
Can you just skip all that and say, hey, I did driver's ed and give me my ID?
No, as well, I mean, they'll probably make you retake the test.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
So why can't you go do that?
Well, because I've never taken the test. I mean,
He's never taken it.
Oh.
I took an online course to get this paper so I could have a permit.
Okay.
And as soon as I don't have to go through the trial of like, I have to drive for a certain amount of hours to be able to take the test. I could technically take the test anytime I really wanted to. I would just have to make an appointment for it. But
So
I
you
mean,
should
I
go
don't
do
have,
that.
I don't
You
have a lot of driving practice
Yeah.
because I'm deathly afraid of the road because of somebody in this room.
Don't blame it on other people.
Thank you.
She
you,
terrifies
Richard.
me of the road because of the way that she drives.
If you feel that way, then you're going to be afraid of everybody on the road.
Especially me. But I try explain to them. I've been driving since I was 16, and I have.
That doesn't make
I've
an
had
excuse for
Is what you do
tickets.
called driving, though?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I've
it's
had
recklessly
some
moving a
tickets,
vehicle.
But I don't have wrecks and stuff like that.
But you run into things.
Well,
That's because every woman's like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
They're bad.
No, Mama has the best drive.
Yeah.
She has only ran into one thing, and that is a mailbox, a singular mailbox.
But what did she run into that's on the side of the car now?
The house.
Oh,
she
the
backed.
house.
She backed up into the house. But
I love it. I love it. I mean, it happens to everybody. I'm just kidding. It's not just women. Everyone hits something. I mean,
back
Everybody has
straight,
a
just
house,
like Cindy said, she woke up, didn't go outside, but knew what happened, and just went back to sleep. She said,
it was her wall.
Mama ran into the house with the car, and then went back to sleep.
If your mother's watching this right now, you're going to be in
I
trouble.
love you, but
Okay, Friday. Was it Friday that the most horrible thing happened in our backyard? We have over 150-year-old pecan trees.
two of them that sit right next to each other.
They're kind of like twins. But this tree, I named it as my tree. It's going to be my
had a
tree.
name?
Oh, it was my tree, and that other tree was your papa's
You
tree.
named it my tree?
And then no,
that's what I
it's
thought too.
Cindy's
I was like,
That's what I was like.
go for it.
Anyway,
Okay.
so
First name my, last name tree.
so after that rain happened, the next day we woke up and it had fallen. And
Tree
it
was-
picked up its roots, huge,
Cool, huh?
tree, and it was.
Were you making a urukai?
What's that? What's a urukai?
You never seen you never read Lord of the Rings or seen it? That's how they with the trees.
Yeah.
It's.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't
I'm sorry that
forget
you. I'm
about
sorry
it.
you lost your tree.
I lost a tree, and so Sunday we had a
A memorial.
mourning for the tree, and everybody
I'm
came
surprised
out.
you weren't out there trying to replant it.
Trying to,
Just get back in there.
Well, I mean,
It
this,
didn't
this
We need more dirt.
it was huge. It was really.
Yeah, this
It was,
pecan.
but it sounds like it was
150
just time
years
to go.
Well, that's what everybody said.
Oh yeah, it was.
They do.
It was leaning over for months on months. You know, just
I was telling Sam, I said,
collects
How
water.
dead was it?
It wasn't dead at all. It was just leaning.
It was leaning.
heavy.
And I kept telling Sam, I said, honey, I think we need to get that tree looked at from some specialist. And he goes, well,
And they kept on ignoring
it does look like it's leaning a little bit, but I think it's fine. But luckily that thing fell away from the house.
Now you got some wood to burn.
It would have gone into my
into your bedroom, directly into her
Yeah.
bedroom.
yeah. It would have been
That happens
horrible.
a lot to some people.
Huh?
That happens a lot.
But
when
this
the tree
pecan
falls,
tree
Yeah.
would have caused
because
mass damage because it's a pecan tree and it was heavy. heavy,
and huge.
Like I've cut limbs from this thing, and
it probably would have happened if that one time she locked herself in the bathroom.
What is this story?
Are you talking about, there's so many different stories.
I know you didn't lock yourself. She just couldn't get up.
I couldn't get up to get into the bathroom. Remember? And I was on the floor for 6 hours.
And she didn't even call me.
She didn't. Oh, I was asleep.
See, the phone was over there, and I couldn't get to the phone either. Or I'd have called Richard and said, "Richard,
Hey,
I've
Siri,
fallen.
call
I
Richard."
can't get up." No, it really.
Well, what's funny about that, I don't know where you live, so I'd be like, "Well, I'll try to call Sam."
I almost just
Like,
said
I don't know why you're calling me.
Because I hate to wake up Sam. He's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. That's how I am about anybody in the
But
house.
I was
I hate waking up
screaming.
people.
I was screaming for nobody could hear me. Nobody could hear me.
Dude, I got my rain sounds on. I got my fans. I can't.
Yeah,
help
we
it.
have rain
All right, so
sounds,
tomorrow's show, because we got to wrap it up. It's going to be you and me,
Yes, just me and Richard.
and then we have Chris Wootton on Thursday. So if you have any of your financial questions, send them in to
About
LSCR.
budgets.
Yeah, budgets.
How do you do budgets? If you have some creative way of doing a budget, let us know. You just go to Lone Star Community Radio, the Cindy Cochran Show, and you can make comments and you can text
What
comments.
are you telling people?
Am I telling them wrong?
Just go to Lone Star Community Radio and message us on social media if you want. If you don't have social media, the email is lscrstudios@gmail.com.
You can do that too.
So I don't know what you're saying. Go to the website and message them. Like we don't have a messaging service on the website.
No, but you can leave comments about the shows or questions about the show
on Facebook and YouTube.
On Facebook, yeah. And you can do that, and then we'll answer those questions. It'll be great. It'll be fun. And if you want Samuel's number, his number is
Okay,
28.
He's looking for a date. Sounds
Yeah.
like Renaissance Festival round 2.
Looking for a date? Yeah. Okay.
And he wants you to be 21 or older so he can get his hours in.
That's right. So he can start driving immediately. That's what he wants.
That's the power play.
But listen, we have something serious to talk about. What's happened to Israel is horrible.
We're going. You know that, right?
No.
We're going out.
No.
We got literally a 1
First
minute.
responders
So you're going.
and with
Why is this what you end with?
I can't.
Bye.
Am I still on? Well, wait. No.
Every week, people ask the same 2 questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these 2 questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, 1-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids removed from their home because